Hi, I'm Alex Kudnev, a professional Scrum trainer with Scrum.org, and today I will wrap up our conversation about a fantastic facilitation technique called creative reframing. In the previous videos, I introduced the technique and gave a couple of examples how it can be used effectively. Then I went over some strategies that are vital to making your team facilitation or professional coaching client engagement more effective. Today I will focus on specific activities that you can use in your facilitation or coaching sessions. The first activity I would like to introduce is called Recentering the Cause. Let's continue with the example we used in the video considering the strategies. The team is struggling with delivering customer value on a cadence. In Scrum world, we would say that they struggle with delivering a done increment at least once a sprint. People might come up with all sorts of explanations. We do not have enough people. We do not have sufficient skills. The infrastructure is not ready or hard to use. Other departments do not cooperate and ignore our requests. The policies in place are too rigid, or they are not enable us to delivering value. Here are some potential causes: people, skills, collaboration, policies. And they are all identified. Have them written out on a flip chart and ask the team to focus on one, as if that's the only problem that needs to be solved here. Brainstorm for the ideas and see if the sharpened focus on the specific cause would generate better and more creative solutions. Move to the next one. As you recenter your focus on other areas, look for similarities in the proposed solutions. For example, you might find that focus on people and skills might have similar solutions of bringing, let's say, a subject matter expert to the team on a temporary basis. These cross-component solutions are worth more exploration. Another activity is called removing constraints. Start with listing all the constraints that might prevent us from solving the problem, and then ask the question, what if this was not a constraint? What if the constraint was not in place? What if the policy that prevents us from delivering value early and often was not in place? What could have we done differently? What would have happened and changed our lives? These kind of questions might jolt people's creativity and make them come up with ideas that would be valid and quite easy to implement, even with the constraints still being in place. Next activity, reversing assumptions, is somewhat similar to removing constraints with a twist. Ask the team to identify the causes of the problem. In our case, people, skills, communication, collaboration, dependencies, policies, and interconnection between those. Then start reversing those items. For example, the skills on the teams are insufficient for solving the problem. This could be reversed to, we have absolutely all the skills necessary on the team to get to the done increment. Then ask the question, how can we bring about that opposite state of affairs? What could be done to achieve that? How, in our case, can we get all the skills necessary on the team to achieve our goals? This hopefully will help break the logjam and maybe get out of your stalemate. Catastrophizing is probably the most fun activity you can do to bring the power of creative reframing to life. Ask everyone on the team to think about the problem. In our case, we cannot deliver a done increment, imagining everything that can go wrong. Bring about the worst case scenario. This is a whining and complaining session at its best. When all is said and done, identify the problems that are real and worth further discussions. For example, our product owner will get run over by a bus scenario, while possible, has no merits to be discussed further. However, our product owner will not speak to us during the whole sprint, will probably spark a lively debate and a problem-solving session, with some interesting options around how not to let it happen. This is a risk identification and mitigation technique. We are looking for those high-impact and high-probability events that will potentially ruin our work, life, you name it, and focusing on those, finding ways of mitigating the most impactful and probable events. And that is all I had for you for today. Hope you enjoyed the review of the creative reframing facilitation techniques, its strategies and activities. I also hope this will help you in your facilitation and professional coaching sessions. Thank you for watching.